embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
Emotional damage.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
Hey, what's happening, guys? So we have match preview for the Super Sunday fixture, which is the big one, right? Which is the big one, and that is Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium. Now, we've already played Liverpool twice already this season, one being in the FA Cup, to which we ran out 2-0 losers at home. But this is Premier League action, and Liverpool are on fine form. You know, the unbeaten this year, the unbeaten in the league since September last year. Because I remember, because I was on holiday, and I remember seeing it flash up that Spurs got that winner. So of all teams that have beaten them this season would be Spurs, and it would be through a robbery. Otherwise, Liverpool would still be unbeaten in the league and be chasing invincibility. You know what I mean? But you know, Premier League action, match preview, 4:30 kickoff on the 4th of the 2nd, 2024. Let's get it. So let's get into it. A game with massive implications on this season's Premier League title race is set to take place on Sunday when third place Arsenal host league leaders Liverpool with just 5 points separating the two. Arsenal won this fixture 3-2 last season, but Liverpool fired back with a 2-0 FA Cup win. Let me just set this so that my tablet screen stays on longer. With a 2-0 FA Cup win on this ground in January. And with the reverse fixture being drawn 1-1 at Anfield, who knows what the 200th league meeting between these two English teams, English giants, has in store now. Now, we're going to be facing the very emotional Liverpool, right? Because these men are about to lose Daddy Klopp at the end of the season.
Emotional damage.
So we know that they are going to be well up for this game, and even more than ever. You know what I mean? Because these men are going to be chasing. These men are going to be, let's win the league for Klopp. Now, I know there's some conspiracies going around that, you know, refereeing decisions is going to have Liverpool win the league because, we'll you know, let's win the league for Klopp and all that and all this stuff, right? I don't want to believe that something like that would happen. I mean, I don't want to believe that. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to entertain the possibility of refereeing decisions being lenient on Liverpool just because Klopp's leaving. Like, you know, Klopp ain't the first and certainly ain't the last of managers to leave a football club. You know what I mean? Or shall I say quit? Because you know, that's what he's doing. He's quitting. This is beyond just leaving. This is I quit because you know. Anyways, we'll get into that in a bit. On the cards could be another fast start by Arsenal, who have opened scoring within 10 minutes in the last 3 top-flight head-to-heads. A Liverpool response would be the next obvious prediction, with their fighting spirit being the reason they are atop of the pile, since no side has won more points from losing positions this season than Jurgen Klopp's men with 19. Their confidence levels may also be likened since both these sides won their midweek fixtures, with Arsenal beating Nottingham Forest 2-1 and Liverpool dispatching Chelsea for 1. Chelsea well in the mud. Home ground advantage may prove pivotal for the Gunners after producing a 5-star performance in their 5-0 win over Crystal Palace last time out at the Emirates. Although Klopp's troops must almost match that scoreline in their last away match, a 4-0 romping of in-form Bournemouth. Bournemouth are slowing down now. They had that 2-2 bit of patch where Solanke was scoring left, right, and centre. Soon as there was 2-2 bit of sniff of Solanke possibly going to a bigger club with more pedigree, you know what I mean? This always happens. This is why you can't necessarily judge a team just because of 2-2 bit of form. Look at Aston Villa right now. These men are struggling. You know what I mean? Aston Villa, prime example. 2-2 bit of sniff of, we might win the league. Not won since last year in the league or some shit. You know what I mean? Perhaps Mikel Arteta's defensive tactics could prove the difference, seeing as they've kept a clean sheet in 6 of their last 10 home games, starting with a shutout against Manchester City. The Reds will prove the toughest of tests, though, as scoring in 16 consecutive league head-to-head matches means no side has scored more Premier League goals against Arsenal than Liverpool, 108. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Where's my soundbite? So, you know how we do it, guys. We look at the last 5 matches of each club and then the last 5 head-to-heads between clubs, each club against each other. So Arsenal have won 2 of their last 5 games, losing 3 and winning 2.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
With that being last game that we played, we beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. Before that, we smoked Crystal Palace 5-0. Before that, we lost at home to Liverpool 2-0 in the FA Cup. Before that, we lost against Fulham 2-1 at the Craven Cottage. Oh, yeah, and speaking of Craven Cottage, has anybody seen this fan anywhere? Because since he's done that, Fulham haven't won a game in the Premier League. They're out of the FA Cup. They ain't going to win a trophy this season. So, to be honest, I'd be doing this if my team weren't winning a trophy this season. Anyways, before the Fulham game, we got beat at home against West Ham. In fact, it's even worse.
Emotional damage.
Now, Liverpool's last 5 games. Won 4 of the last 5, drawing 1. Smoked Chelsea 4-1 in the league. Smoked Norwich 5-2 in the FA Cup. Drew against Fulham 1-1 in the EFL Cup semi-final, second leg. Smoked Bournemouth 4-0 and beat Fulham 2-1 in the first leg of the EFL Cup semi-final. Which assured Fulham fans, going by the second leg anyway, that they were going to win a trophy this season yet again. So, last 5 matches between Arsenal and Liverpool. Last time out, we lost 2-0 at the Emirates in the FA Cup. Before that, we drew 1-1 in the league. Before that, we drew 2-2 in the league. We drew 1-1 in the league at Anfield. Before that, we drew 2-2 at Anfield. You know, when we were chasing title and we bottled the 8-point lead on Man City. In fact, no, it's even worse.
Emotional damage.
Before that, we beat Liverpool 3-2. And before that, we lost 2-0 against Liverpool in the league. So we've won 1 of our last 5 meetings against Liverpool, with Liverpool winning 2 of the last 5 meetings and then having 2 draws in there. Yeah. That's what will be happening on Sunday if we don't beat Liverpool. Title's over. Not mathematically, but you think us being, what were we, 5 points behind? 5 points behind Man City, Liverpool. Liverpool beaters have got 8 points clear. You think we're gonna crawl that back? I mean, Liverpool might be bottle jobs in a sense, but not to the point of where they're gonna, let's just say, bottle second place to Arsenal, because we ain't winning the league. I mean, we know that. The only thing we've got left is the Champions League. You know what I mean? While he's still in it, It's the only thing we've got left. But what's the chance that we're going to win that? I mean, Man City sat in second with a game in hand. Also 5 points behind Liverpool. Now, let's talk about the emotional Liverpool fans, because this game is, for Liverpool fans, it's every game is going to mean more to them now than ever, right? Every game will mean more to them. I mean, it's they're in a position where they're in all competitions, in a cup final of one of them, going strong in another one, and still in Europa League, and obviously the top of the table in the Premier League. Now, Liverpool may actually do it. They might actually win the league. They might win a quadruple for me, right? But we know Liverpool and we know Jurgen Klopp too well right now, right? Liverpool, in my opinion, will do what they always do. I mean, they'll quiver when the going gets tough, right? When those Europa League games come in, and they still have to occupy, the league games. Let me have a look at their fixtures actually coming up into this title race, because so much emotions from Liverpool fans, because Daddy Klopp is quitting. I mean, let's have a look at their fixtures. So obviously they got us on Sunday, then they got Burnley, Brentford, then they got Chelsea in the EFL Cup final. Now, I've said all along Chelsea are the dark horses for the EFL Cup, and I still do think Chelsea will win it. If Chelsea were to win the EFL Cup, right, with Liverpool fans and their emotional selves, because Liverpool fans are an emotional fan base, right, that could be enough to disrupt their season. And then they've got Nottingham Forest away from home after that cup final, and then Man City come to them. Man City haven't won against Liverpool since, I think, COVID season or something. Then it's the Merseyside derby. Then have Brighton. Let's look at May. Who they got in May? So end of April, they've got West Ham away from home, and then they start May at home to Spurs. Spurs are a dodgy club. I mean, when in 2022, when Liverpool were chasing the league, as they usually been doing under Klopp, I said Spurs will spoil it. They'll get some at Anfield, and they did. I think it was a 2-2 draw or something. You know what I mean? And they did, and that City caught up. You know what I mean? Because Liverpool needed that win, and then Liverpool go away to Aston Villa, their last away game. And then they've got Wolves yet again at home, last game of the season. Now let's have a look at Man City's fixtures. Let's see how nice it is for them. They got Brentford, which is their game in hand, really. That's their next game on Monday, away from home. Then they got Everton. Then they got Copenhagen. Then they got Chelsea. Then they got Brentford again, Bournemouth. Got Luton in the FA Cup, and then they've got the Manchester derby, and then back to Champions League, and then they go to Liverpool. So let's skip down to the end of April. End of April, they've got Nottingham Forest away from home, of Man City, and then they're at home to Wolves. Then they're away at Fulham, and then home to West Ham on the last day. You know what I mean? I mean, we'll just have to see, innit? But, We'll see how it goes for Liverpool. There's no point in going on our fixtures, because I'm not having us down as us we're going to win the league or anything like that. You know what I mean? But yes. Always in the chat, showing love. I can't see Chelsea winning that final, but if I'm wrong and they do it, then that's a 10th place team, likely winning more silverware this season than us in 2 seasons in title races. Yeah, it'll be a shambles, especially for a London club to get their hands on another trophy. We already had to watch West Ham last season win a European trophy. I mean, it'll be a shambles. It'll be an absolute shambles if it happens. But yeah, Liverpool fans, very emotional. I watched Saeed's stream. I'll listen to it, shall I say, today, when Big Steve was cooking Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool fans. To be honest, I was going to do a reaction to it, and I was going to put it as part of this, but I might just do it separate now, because I'm going to react to rants and bants again. He strikes back. I already put the video, that I did, that I edited together, so check that out. But yeah, Liverpool fans, it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? It is what it is. All I'm saying is, once Jurgen Klopp's, walked out of the door because he quit, right? The likeliness is going to be Xabi Alonso. So you man better be on code with whatever he's got cooking, because we have to put this shit with Arteta. You know what I mean? Xabi Alonso, he might come in and straight away Liverpool might just blitz. You know what I mean? But you man have got to be patient now. You know what I mean? Because you're not getting any better than Klopp now. You know what I mean? So it's going to have to be years of this shit. Even if you man don't win anything for a while, you're going to have to put up with it. You know what I mean? That's what you man are going to gain. You know what I mean? Can you man? You should be able to deal with it, because you man have had you man have had years of not getting what you want from the club. Just like we're currently in the position of now, right? We're currently in that position, but you man know. This is why he's hurt so bad that Klopp's quit. You know what I mean? And I don't want to hear none of this talk from emotional Liverpool fans talking about how clear Klopp is of Wenger, right? In Europe, Klopp's clear of Wenger. Any manager that's won in Europe is clear of Wenger. Di Matteo is clear of Wenger. Simply in Europe, simply because he's won the Champions League. You know what I mean? But domestically, Klopp ain't touching Arsene Wenger. You know what I mean? Domestically, Klopp's never retained shit. Domestically, he won one of each 3, or should I say 4 trophies. League title, FA Cup, League Cup, Community Shield. You know what I mean? He ain't won none of them back to back. You know what I mean? Europe, I'll give you that. Europe, domestically, no. Personally, and I said before, I think Liverpool will win Europa League. I think that's the only trophy they'll win this season. That's my personal opinion. I won't put it past them losing the EFL Cup final and getting to the FA Cup final and losing that as well. And then bottling the league the same way they always do against Man City, but they'll come away with the Europa League. That's my prediction. That's what I can see happening. But I might be wrong. It's going to be hard, son. I'm not sure, bro. I'm going with a 2-2 draw on Sunday. Arsenal versus Liverpool. I'm going 2-2. I can just see it being a game where we're winning 2-1 and we can't hold on. You know what I mean? We can't hold on. Probably Diego Jota, an annoying ass player. He annoys me. Does Jota? He is annoying. He's like Gundogan. He just turns up. When Man City needed Gundogan, he always turned up. When Liverpool need Jota, he turns up. Same thing. Annoying. You know what I mean? Annoying. I see it being a 2-2 draw. I can see us playing decent on Sunday, right? And it looks like we're gonna. I can see us going 2-0 up and bottling it, and it being 2-2, or we go 1-0 up, they equalize. We go 2-1 up, then they equalize after 84 minutes. They'll equalize. That's what I can see happening. I know us too well. If we have anything about us, we'll win on Sunday. If we have anything about us, not draw. Draw ain't good enough. We don't beat Liverpool, kiss goodbye to the league. That means even if we get a draw, you know what I mean? Absolutely, it's over if we don't win on Sunday. Never mind Klopp leaving. We've got to deal with him now. I'm not feeling good and I'm expecting the worst. Yeah, Jota is a thorn in our side. Yeah, I mean, all this emotional shit with Klopp. Oh, Klopp's leaving. Like, and you'll live, Liverpool fans. You'll be okay. I mean, you'll be okay. I mean, but we have to go out there and do our thing. You know what I mean? Klopp might be leaving, but let's see him out with him not winning his last game at the Emirates. You know what I mean? I'm more fearful of Jota than I am Salah and Trent. Yeah. Jota is annoying. I'm not confident of a win though. I'm saying a draw. Yeah, I'm saying draw. I think we will be in a winning position and we'll fuck it up, and it'll be 2-2, and it'll be unlucky Arsenal. You played good and you did everything right, but you know they just got that goal in the end. You know what I mean? Telling you right now, that little shit Jota will probably be the one. You know what I mean? Or one of their youngsters. I can see it. It's annoying me now because I can see how it'll play out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm saying 2-2. Probably goal scorers for us. I'm going to go with... If I'm going to guess goal scorer, I'm going to say probably either Saka or Martinelli, Odegaard and Jesus, or... Yeah, any one of the two of them. Yeah, two of them will get our goals, and then for them, probably a defender and fucking Jota or something. Like, I can just see it, and it disgusts me. You know what I mean? It just disgusts me.
It's embarrassing.
For me, it's time to see if a weakness is in this team. I fear them folding, but I could be wrong. If you're on about Liverpool, a weakness in Liverpool, I mean, every team's got a weakness. I just don't think that teams have really... So I wouldn't even say Spurs exploited it because, you know, Spurs, you know, Liverpool were robbed in that game. And then we saw them come back against Newcastle and they had like 10 men. You know what I mean? And they won at Newcastle 2-1. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, last season we were top of the league for 93% of it, and we bottled it, right? I'm looking at Liverpool and the way they're going on. I'm struggling to see a weakness. So if they don't win the league again against Man City, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear nothing from rival fans talk about you were top for 93%. You know what I mean? Because even though that's the worst bottling ever, you know what I mean? Imagine Liverpool don't win the league again. You know what I mean? So that's Klopp not winning 2000 and... Well, so he was runner-up. Well, he was runner-up in 2019, 2021, 22. You know what I mean? So that would be 4-time runner-up in the Premier League for Klopp. But the only time he won it was when City were way off. And then, you know, we know what happened in 2020. And then them man couldn't even celebrate it properly. You know what I mean? Oh, the weakness in us. Oh, our weakness is teams parking the bus and us not getting any goals and then conceding after trying all that hard work. And that's one of the key things, because I said before, teams are gonna have to come out and play if we score. You know what I mean? If we're 1-0 up, whatever. But Liverpool have enough to be able to come back and win the game. Whereas teams like Forest, you know, they just missed out on equalising. And, you know, teams like Luton and stuff like that. Based on that Spurs result, they technically should still be unbeaten realistically. Yeah. They'd be chasing invincibility if you want for that. You know what I mean? Well, we've seen this before. Look at 2019 Liverpool. You know what I mean? Lost one game, and that was against Man City. You know what I mean? They could have been invincible that season. I think it was just a point or something, wasn't it? Just a point behind them, or 2 points or whatever it was. You know what I mean, imagine doing all that. I mean, being top of the league for 93% of it and then still not winning it is the worst bottling ever. But you almost went invincible. You lost one game, but because they drew too many. You know what I mean? So imagine how emotional it's going to be should Liverpool bottle the league in typical fashion again. You know what I mean? But how many times has Liverpool been top and then City crawl back? I think 2022, they were for a bit. It was when they drew against Spurs back in the season. And then Man City crawled back again. And then he got to the last day. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, Liverpool fans, we know it's emotional.
Emotional damage.
But it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is, fam. Like, we're not out here to feel sorry for you, man. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, if they beat us Sunday, then they lose the league in May. I refuse to hear banter from them about us last season. Ours is the worst, but they're losing Klopp. Yeah. Yeah, losing Klopp. You know what I mean? Who else is gonna have Liverpool, in the title race like that, going toe to toe with Pep constantly? I mean, who else is gonna do that? I mean, so this is why when Daddy Klopp's going, and there's a whole Liverpool fans literally. I'm not joking. Some Liverpool fans see this as like a loss in the family.
Emotional damage.
You know what I mean? But you would think you could tell how starved Liverpool were, because I'd understand United fans feeling that way when Fergie retired, because some of them, that's all they've known. You know what I mean? I have friends who are my age who are United fans. All they've known is Man U being the best. You know what I mean? But even then, even when Fergie announced his retirement, I don't recall United fans being emotional like this, like Liverpool fans are. I don't even recall that. You know what I mean? I think with United fans, I think they knew that what things don't last forever. He wasn't going to always go on forever. I think with Klopp's I think he's on like 56 or something, so it's still young for a manager, right? To be like announcing you're quitting a job, basically. But yeah, he Klopp's is like, I can't do it no more. I'm quitting energy. You know what I mean? I think that makes it worse. You know what I mean? Your boy quit, fam. Your boy quit. You know what I mean? And that will be the banter, right? Going forward, if you, man, have a drop off, your boy quit. You know what I mean? But as I said, it would be exhausting going up against Pep. It would be. And missing out like that. Klopp lost, what, 4 cup finals altogether at his time there. Lost the Europa League final, EFL Cup final, 2 Champions League finals. Yeah. And then he's been runner-up in the league 4 times. So he's been a runner-up 8 times during his spell there. And he's won so far the EFL Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Community Shield, Champions League, Super Cup, FIFA Club World Cup. So he's won 7. He's been a runner-up more times than he's been a champion at Liverpool. Let that marinate. And up against Abu Dhabi FC. But Klopp's been, he's been a runner-up 8 times. Not gonna lie, becoming a Gooner late 90s, all I knew was Wenger, but totally different, as I was at a point from time where I wanted us to move on from him. At least Fergie and Klopp didn't overstay their welcome. Yeah, I mean, Fergie knew when to leave. he knew when to retire. With Klopp's, it's like, for me, the vibes I'm getting from that is I'm sick of being a runner-up. It's getting too much. I've tried and tried and tried, but I keep failing. You know what I mean? He almost won the quadruple in 2022. Got picked to the title again, and then lost another Champions League final to a team with actual pedigree in that competition. It's a pity for him that he didn't get another Spurs in the Champions League final, because as I said before, and this would rattle the shit out of Liverpool fans, but I don't care.
Emotional damage.
Jurgen Klopp is the Jake Paul of Champions Leagues, right? Everyone, as I said before in my previous video, everyone rips into Jake Paul because, oh, he's beating people that aren't boxers, mate. When he comes up against an actual boxer, mate, he'll lose. And then he comes up against an actual boxer, he lost. Right. So with Klopp, because see, the thing is, I have controversial opinions, but my opinions are based around a fact. That's the beauty of it. That's what makes it so hard for people to grasp. Because me saying this is based around the fact. Jurgen Klopp has been in four. He's been in 4 Champions League finals, right? He lost 2 against Real Madrid, a team with pedigree, right? And had come up against managers that have pedigree, right? He lost 1 against Bayern Munich, who the manager lost that final the year before, missed out on winning the treble, so he was chasing the treble. You know what I mean? So Bayern had fire going into that Champions League final. Jurgen Klopp still didn't beat him. But the Champions League final he won was against a club and manager that's never been there. You know what I mean? The Champions League that you did win was against a club that, you know, they'll buckle at the knees of being there. As I said before, if Real Madrid got to the Champions League final in 2019, Liverpool would have lost 1-0. They would have narrowly lost that game. They wouldn't have beaten Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Facts don't care about feelings. You know what I mean? When Jurgen Klopp won a Champions League, he won it against Spurs. When he lost, look who he lost to and what type of teams. You know what I mean? He didn't beat no world beat in a Champions League final. You know what I mean? He beat a team that got lucky throughout the Champions League and got to the final. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's a dream Champions League final for a lot of clubs that are hungry to win the Champions League. Facing a club like Spurs. A club that's never won it and never been there. And a manager's never won it. That's who you want. You know what I mean? That if Arsenal get to the Champions League final, our dream final to guarantee us to win it would be against someone that's never won it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That would be what we'd want. You know what I mean? If in a dream world, I would love us to get Real Madrid and beat them. You know how much of a flex that would be if Arsenal got to the Champions League final, got Real Madrid, and we beat them. Imagine the flex. Just imagine that. Just imagine that flex. You know what I mean? If you ask me, who would you want Arsenal to beat in the Champions League final, ideally? Like, you know, let's say Arsenal are going to win it, and they'll beat whoever it is you say. I would say Real Madrid. You know what I mean? That 2019 Champions League season was actually the maddest though. Liverpool v Barca come back. And then Spurs won all my days. Yeah, it was a mad one going into that. It was a mad one. But you know, put Liverpool that year in a final with a team with pedigree and a manager with pedigree in that competition that narrowly lost, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm jealous. Well, we just better pray that, you know, Arteta can get us to a Champions League final, don't we? We better pray that this road to Wembley, we actually fulfill it and get there and come out victorious. Anyways, guys, I'm done with this video. Let me know. All the socials. Link in the description below. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I'm doing a charity boxing event on the 4th of May this year, right? Got a charity because it's a charity boxing match, so we need to raise as much money as possible, right? So I'm gonna put it in the description now, actually. So yeah, any donations will be welcome. You know what I mean? This is for charity. You know, it's you know, I've never done a charity boxing match before, so this will be a good way to test myself as well. But the main cause is we're raising money for charity. So click the link in the description. In fact, I need to do it now because I'll do it when the stream's ended because I don't know if I'm able to go in the studio now. And then I don't think I can see my live videos, but yeah. Yeah, it's not showing up yet, but I'm going to put it in the description, so make sure you guys check out the link. And yeah, where's the event taking place? It's taking place in Huddersfield in West Yorkshire. The venue is I think it was a cricket club, not a snooker club. But once I have more details on everything like that, I'll be posting it more anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna throw the link in the description when I end this. So yeah, any donations would be welcome. I'll be putting it on my Instagram stories and everything and all that anyway, as time goes on. So yeah, anyways, guys, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials, and I'll see you in the next video, or the match reaction, where hopefully we've beaten Liverpool, but we'll see. Anyways, peace.